step back for a second and calm down. I'd like to invite you into this space that I own. Don't come too close. I'm sure you don't feel that welcome just yet. We can breathe in and out together. Take 5 minutes. I'm sure you haven't had the time to stop and think for a while. That's why I wanted to give it to you now. It's a gift. We have to be careful with our time. The days have been slipping away from me lately. Have you ever thought about what it would be like if you could stop a moment? If it turned 11:38 and suddenly 11:38 didn't turn into 11:39, it just stayed 11:38 forever? I assume that's never happened before. Maybe there's someone out there living in 11:38 forever. It isn't a very nice thought. People vanish all the time. Perhaps some of them are there, they're just living in 11:38. Or maybe I'm just chatting shit. Whilst you're stretching, you need to remember to breathe. That's something I always struggle with. I forget sometimes. It's not weird or anything. I just catch myself with a lungful of air and a tight chest and I think, wasn't there something I was meant to be doing? I always have to laugh at myself. I mean, you'd think after 20 years, almost 21 years, I'd be better at it by now. I basically do it every day. Most people do. Anyway, it's not exactly something you should be able to forget, like doing the washing or saying thank you to the neighbours. It's not really something you should forget at all. I practice most days, but it doesn't really seem to get much better. In fact, I'm pretty unconvinced that I'm the one who should be telling you or leading you through this. No one gave me any authority. If I'm telling you to relax, why should you? Why should you have to think or do or say what I tell you to? Maybe you're like me. If someone gives you a space of self-reflection, it instantly twists into something negative. It's not what I'm trying to do. I mean, inflict pain on anyone. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. In fact, I have no idea what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely trying to do something. So think about the last person you talked to, I guess. Who were they? I've spoken to 2 people over the last day, but I'm not going to tell you who they are. It's not private, exactly. But I feel weird naming anyone when this is about me and you. So forget the last person you talked to. Just do what you want. Are you following along? I'm not sure if you should. I probably shouldn't tell you I'm just copying someone else. But isn't that how we learn? I mean, fuck me if I really know how to do this. I'm terrible at learning anything really. But you don't want to hear that from someone who you potentially should trust. I don't know what I mean. Do you trust me at all? Am I qualified to be any sort of guide? If you want to break at any point, then you can always sit this one out. Oh, you can do whatever you want really. It's not exactly like I can stop you. I can stop, and you can stop yourself, and you can take a break. It's not like it matters really anyway. If you want to think, then you can just tune me out. If you don't, then you can sit or stand or stretch all of your limbs out and you can judge me, maybe. I don't know. I don't know you really. You probably don't know me either. Isn't this lovely? Sorry, I don't mean to sound so hostile. It's not very often I welcome people into my room. It's become somewhere kind of private. I can tell you every inch of this space from memory, probably. I suppose I haven't tested that, but it's a nice idea, isn't it? That I and this room are somehow linked. Somehow when I leave, this room is still a part of me. That's what we can do. We can think about your space. Do you have one? If you do, why don't you just go back there? Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding. That wasn't great. I'm running out of things to talk about. I suppose that's the natural way of things. I don't know if this is relaxing for anyone but me. And for me, it's just an outpouring of consciousness. It's a completely narcissistic exercise. Maybe you don't see it like that. It feels like a conversation, maybe. But even then, I'm telling you what to feel because I control my own space. I dictate what you see and hear. I'd prefer it that way. It's a lot easier than being genuinely open and vulnerable. Thanks for sitting with me, or standing, or stretching, or whatever you were doing. I'm glad if it was something. I'm glad we had this time. I'm glad if you trusted me, or if you didn't trust me, or something else entirely. I suppose I'm glad if you were indifferent towards me. At least it was something. I have to go and do something else now, anyway. Don't you? I thought you mentioned you might be busy. Enjoy the rest of your day, thinking your own thoughts and moving around independently. Okay. Bye.